Hello and good day to everyone who stopped by to watch some random idiot talk about a 2-minute Nintendo trailer. Not just any trailer, the trailer for the Nintendo Switch 2. After months of anticipation and leakers having an absolute field day, it's finally here on a random Thursday morning with no build-up. Nintendo really was just like, here it is, get off our ass. And, well, can't say the leaks were wrong. It's basically like everything we were told in all the leaks, with magnetic Joy-Cons, just an even bigger system, with an even bigger Switch and eventually bigger Joy-Cons, the Nintendo Switch 2. What I'd like to do is talk about a few points about the Nintendo Switch 2 and address a few, I wouldn't say major, but minor complaints I've seen around online. First of which is the name. Many have expressed disappointment about the, I guess, simplicity, the lack of imagination that comes with the name Nintendo Switch 2. It's Nintendo Switch, but with a 2. I suppose it never was in Nintendo's nature just to take the easy way out. It was always something quirky like Super, New, 3. Never just a straight up sequel before, but it's honestly perfect. It's, in lack of a better term, it's idiot proof. You won't be able to any confuse customers with a name like this. It's like, oh, it's the next Nintendo Switch. And trust me, for a guy who works in retail, you come across a lot of dumb, just a lot of people who don't know basically who just don't have object permanence or a functioning frontal lobe. It happens a lot. Excuse me, where's the hot chocolate? It's right next to you. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2, that name, it works. For what it is, just a bigger, better Switch. Just a Nintendo Switch with more powerful specs. Somewhere between PS4 and PS4 Pro, that's all we're really gonna need, as long as it's in handheld mode and more strongly in docked mode. With hopefully some fixes to the old design, such as the Joy-Con drift and, well, for me, the broken rail. I got my old Switch right here, and mine likes to do this. Yeah, I'm not pushing the button, it just does that. Yeah, so, you know, that's annoying. Drives me to drink. And with the magnetic Joy-Cons here, I don't really see that happening. Hopefully they're a lot more stable. And on the issue of stability and durability, I want to talk about this little guy. This little thingamabob. It's a thing to connect to the Switch for connectivity, all that, and a lot of people have drawn concerns that this little thing right here looks like it can snap with the slightest breeze. I don't get this. It's very much like it doesn't protrude. It does not look like it protrudes out of the little oval shape. And the only way you, like, I don't think even a kid could break this. A kid isn't going to, like, try and fish it out. The only way you're going to break it is if you grab a pair of pliers and just try to tweeze it out. But who's going to do that? Mainly people who want attention will do that day one when they get this thing. It's like, oh, Nintendo can't do shit right. Like, bruh. I don't see any issue with this. I don't think that's going to be a massive problem. Yeah, like, it's not protruding out of the way. Like, the thing, it shows you're gonna snap it off. You ain't gonna twist it off. You just gotta, and you can see it on the red Joy-Con that it's like a puzzle piece, and hopefully it's not gonna be that so tight where it's like, oh, you can accidentally jostle it. Like, it'll be a tight squeeze so you can't just wiggle the Joy-Con in it. Yeah, it's leaking a bit. Better clean that up. Let's put some F's in the chat for the children who got a Switch for Christmas. Poor fucks. So yeah, like, mainly the Switch 2, all it's going to be is a better Switch. While most Nintendo consoles usually have a gimmick, I think we already know what it is through the trailer. See here, From what we've seen from the leaks and the trailer, this looks to be an IR sensor, similar to what you see in a mouse, to track movement and all that. My guess is that's going to be the new thing with this, with the Nintendo Switch 2. And you'll see at this stage, and this part, they have little new straps on, so the buttons don't protrude onto the ground, since... Yeah, it's like, if you try to slide on the ground, the buttons might get pressed. It's not really... It would look a bit awkward, but that would be what the straps are for. And you can see in this little small moment in the trailer, they're all sliding around. And they got little and their little straps are waggling like tails, so hint hint nudge nudge, they're mice. And my mind immediately went racing to Kid Icarus Uprising. I was like, oh, we're getting Kid Icarus Uprising Switch 2, baby, launched one. What are you waiting for? And another new thing on these Joy-Cons would be... Hold on, dang it, I almost had it. Nah, everything's gone terribly wrong. Yeah, this button, what was originally known as the C button, but now is just a blank slate. If you pay attention to all the leaks, this button had a little C indent on it. And while it's gone, so it might not be what it is now, my theory is that it's a cast button, or a cursor mode button. Some have also said a chat button. But we don't know until Nintendo gives more information, but my theory is that it's a cast mode. Basically, when the Switch 2 is in handheld mode, press the button, and it'll cast to the dock to make a second screen. For we yearn for the Wii U. We all miss it, we all wanted it. That's basically my theory on what the C button will do. Could also be a chat or cursor mode button for when we want to use the cursors on any other application or game. And besides from the hardware, one major new thing we saw is a brand new Mario Kart. This isn't Mario Kart 8, it could be 9 or 10, not sure if tour counts, but we do now have a new Mario Kart. From 5 Seconds of Crumbs, let us feast now. And while it may not look like a massive graphical leap from 8, considering like Wii to 8 or 7 from 8, if you look closely, there is some more impressive details. The lighting is a lot more different. There's a lot more shading and techniques through like magnifying glass and analyzing machine. If you compare the models, they're a lot less jaggy, a lot more smoother, they're a lot higher polygon count. And a lot of the characters look redesigned, especially DK, Donkey Kong over here, taking more inspiration from the movie design. But all of them do look a lot more cartoony and expressive. If you pay attention to Mario's face here, as he makes a little jump. And you'll notice a lot of squat and stretch is used here. A lot of bounciness, similar to Mario Wonder. Through these small few seconds was shown of the game, was shown like what this new console can be capable of. With the lighting, the new animations, like stuff that could be possible on Switch, but with new powerful hardware would be a lot more easy for the developers to take advantage of. And one more little thing I want to say right here. Now, this is going terribly.
You got that right.
We have 24 race brackets for up to 24 racers. God help us if Baby Park is in the game. Also, another minor thing that was crossing my mind, really bugging me. I'll see you here in a minute. And Yoshi now has a diner.
37 cars out of the race.
And my theory, he's cooking other Yoshis. We don't know where they stand on cannibalism. The restaurant is shaped like a Yoshi. Look at the hamburger nose. Don't pay attention to what that is. They're cooking Yoshi. I'm gonna find this out. And other than that, we only have... They claim after the release, that it'll re-release in 2025, but also it plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games, with an asterisk. It plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, certain Nintendo Switch games that may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on Nintendo's website at a later date. It is very likely this is just referring to Labo and Ring Fit. For Labo, it was built specifically for the size of the original Switch. Since this is a bigger console, it might not work as well. That's probably what they mean. And I'm not too sure if the Switch 2 will have the Switch's one's IR sensors. I'm not sure if they're going to keep that or not. They barely use that for things outside of 1-2, Ring Fit, or Labo, so maybe it was just like, no one used this, let's get rid of it. So yeah, and after that, we have a Nintendo Direct scheduled for April 2nd, 2025, right after April Fool's, so it's going to be really funny that one day. A lot of funny men are going to really get a laugh at. Unfortunately, it's not February 4th, but I'm a patient man, I can wait. This is basically the same length of time we waited from the Switch 1's reveal trailer to the January presentation. And since after that presentation it released 2 months afterwards, I'm willing to bet it's gonna be either June or July the Switch 2 will release in 2025. So that one leaves half a year for the launch lineup. A few months less than the one the Switch had. And on that topic, well, we already know Mario Kart 9. Either if it's day one launch or like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it'll be released a month afterwards, we don't know. We will get at least one single player game. Cards on the table, 3D Mario. It's been, I want to say at least, it's been like 8 years since Odyssey, and I believe 4 years since Bowser's Fury, so we're definitely hungry for another big 3D Mario. Likely will happen. A little too soon for Zelda. I'm more excited for what Monolith Soft is cooking up, but we'll have to wait and see. And other than that, that's all she wrote. There will be a few experiences of hand-on events, but they're not anywhere near I live, so I don't care. Other than that, that's all she wrote. And I do think there is stuff to be excited on here. I'm definitely excited for what we're gonna see on the April Direct. It's definitely a different vibe from the Switch 1, from reveal to presentation to release. After what we came out of from the Wii U, yeah, there was a lot of pessimistic. We are so back energy was what we were feeling after that. And now it's a bit different. It was like we all expected this, we all wanted it. And now here it is. Not to say there's no like disappointment, there is excitement, but like it's definitely a different vibe. And something else different is the market this will be released into. AAA gaming is kind of, mainly Western, it's kind of on the decline here. Gaming is a very different landscape than what it was in 2017. So it'll be interesting how Nintendo will... Well, Nintendo's not really going to change, it's doing its own thing, but there definitely are more competitions with hybrid consoles like the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, all those other PC handhelds. We've heard Xbox might throw their head in the ring with their handheld console, but other than that, I'm pretty hyped. What can I say? I don't know how to end this. This is very impromptu video. I kind of just wanted to talk about it because, you know, I just love Nintendo shit. And if you have any other theories or things you're excited for, leave them in the comments. I'm just glad you stopped to listen to me ramble about a 2-minute trailer and stretch it for God knows how long this video is going to be, but thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good rest of your day and hope you have it I hope you stay happy. I hope you're looking forward to the Able Direct and your life's is good and your life's good until then. Or beyond then. It's just bye-bye.